I can't believe that it's almost winter already, and the summer came and gone in the blink of an eye. We had so many projects planned for this year, and we ended up hardly getting anything done because my husband was only home for a total of about 3 weeks between the months of April all the way through the end of September. Living this lifestyle can be so hard. We don't get to really do anything fun when he is home because we're so busy trying to get things done that I can't do on my own. And the rest of the year, I'm pretty much just fumbling my way through trying to get as much done as I can. So, this is the last time that he will be home before winter really sets in. There may not be snow when he gets home again, but it's pretty much going to be winter. So, both of us had a lot of projects that we were working on and trying to get done before the weather changes. While he was doing some work with his equipment, I had this little project that I started, and it is this kitchen hutch that I was restoring. And I always forget how much work these kind of things are. Between sanding all of the paint off, it's a lot harder than it looks, by the way, and then refinishing it and taking all the hardware off and putting it back on. It was definitely something that I shouldn't have started, but at the same time, I couldn't leave it out in the weather or it would get ruined this winter, so I had to start doing something with it. This was a really cool hutch that I had in my old house, and I knew I wanted to restore it from the moment I got it. And I told myself that it was not allowed in the new house until I did restore it, so I decided to tackle this project and hopefully get it done soon so I can get it moved into the new house. The nights have been getting pretty chilly around here, a sure sign that winter is right around the corner, and it will be here before we know it, whether we are ready or not. It has actually already snowed a couple times in October, and it is feeling like it's going to be an early winter this year, but we'll see what happens. One thing we really needed to get done before winter was get a shed or something put up that we could put our firewood in. Pretty early on, we figured out that we were not going to have time to build a shed, so we decided to try to move the one from our old house up to our new house so we would have somewhere to put our firewood. We have moved a couple other sheds, so we figured why not try moving another one. This one was a little bit different because it wasn't as structurally sound as the other ones because the poles were in the ground and we actually had to cut them off to move it. So it was a little nerve-wracking watching it swinging back and forth, and we were just hoping that it wasn't going to collapse as he was moving it. It was definitely really stressful, but at this point, we didn't really have another choice. So off to the new house we went, very slow and steady, as you can see. It's about probably 300 yards to where it is moving, and luckily it's all on a pretty smooth road. So at this point, things are looking pretty good. But of course, until the shed is placed in its new spot on the ground, we are not quite out of the woods yet. Now that we've got it up the hill, things are looking pretty good. So we're just going to move it over to where we plan on placing it and slowly and gently set it down. I ended up having to help my husband by holding the shed in place while he slowly let it down, so I didn't get that part on camera, but just so you know, it did work out well and the shed did stay fully intact. Now we have another last minute project that my husband decided to tackle before he left, and that was putting in our closet shelves and pantry shelves. This is something that I have been dying to have done. I'm very glad that he decided to do this because I've been struggling with my pantry situation and my closet situation ever since we moved into the new house. So here I'm just staining the boards. This color, I am so in love with it. I love how this color brings out all of the knots and the wood grain, and it just has a beautiful rustic look to it. And the color is called Provincial. It is a stain by Minwax, and I will link it in the description below. We will also be doing our tongue and groove ceiling in this color and all of our trim, so I'm really excited to see how it turns out in the rest of our house. I worked on staining all of the boards while my husband did all of the other work. He measured everything, cut everything, and of course put everything together, and he did a very good job. I will show what it looks like at the end, but I'm very happy with how it all turned out, and I told him that I want this shelf system in every single closet in my entire house now. Luckily, it's not too cold outside yet, so I was still able to do this stain outside. I just put it on, and it only needed to dry for about an hour and a half to 2 hours before it was ready to be used. I also used the same stain on the hutch, and it's not quite done yet. I still have the upper part to do, but for now the bottom part is done. Here's the shelves, almost done but not quite. And then I only got pictures of the closet and the pantry, but I am very happy with how both of them turned out, and I wish I had better pictures, but that's all I had. The time that my husband is home always goes by so fast. On our last day together, we had to go out and cut a load of firewood because we pretty much had none. And he couldn't bear to leave me with no firewood. The stubborn tree didn't quite go the way that he exactly wanted it to, but it was fine. We ended up pulling it out with the truck and cutting it up, and it was a whole family ordeal. We were flipping over logs, splitting the wood, picking up the bark, and just getting it done. It's always kind of bittersweet in these moments when we know that it's our last bit of time together and that the next day he would be leaving and not coming back for 5 weeks. So every moment is a moment that we savor. And even a chore such as cutting firewood is something that we get to do together and enjoy each other's company. It's funny how these memories stick in our heads of, especially these days, his last days. It seems like every single time that he has left with this job, I remember the very last day that we had together, and it is bittersweet, but I am thankful for the time that we do get to have together, even though it can be very short sometimes. Before we were done cutting firewood, it actually started to snow, and we started a little fire so we could warm up while we finished up, and we got it done in about an hour and a half. And then we went on to spend the rest of the evening together as a family, just enjoying each other's company. The very next day, we dropped my husband off at the airport, and this is always the hardest day, him leaving. Of course, the first couple days are hard too, but there's just something about dropping someone you love off at an airport and not really knowing exactly when you're gonna see them again. It has definitely made me a lot stronger, and I have to say I would not be where I am today if it weren't for God. So if you enjoy watching my videos of our life on the homestead, please make sure you like and subscribe. I love to share life on the homestead, from foraging, hunting, projects, and more. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video.